Alright my friends, I'm actually just ending the day right now, but I forgot to do an intro for this video earlier, so we're doing it now. I'll just say, not what I was expecting today. I brought all my ice fishing stuff because I was planning on, ice fishing, but thankfully we actually found some open water, as you can see right out here. In fact, when I got here earlier today, about 80% of that open water right there was all covered in ice, and it's just been melting all day. So yeah, I won't give away too much, but it was a fun time. Caught some nice fish. So without further ado, let's get right into it. One just jumped right there. One just jumped right there. Let's see if he wants my jig. There we go. Got him. Got him. I saw one jump right there. Casted right over to him, and we got him. This is a good rainbow too. Wow, this is a big fish. This is a big fish. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Heck yeah, dude. That was sick. Dude, this is a giant. This is like a 3-pounder. Maybe more, to be honest. Let's see if he'll fit in my net. Not bad for the first fish of the day, if we can land him. If we can land him. Come on. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. A little more. And we got him in the net, baby. Look at that. Not a bad start to the day, if I do say so myself. Just pop that jig right out. Heck yeah. Not a good day to forget my big net. In fact, I wasn't really even planning on open water fishing today. I wanted to do some ice fishing. Jeez, that is a freaking giant. It's like a 3-pounder right there. Unreal. First fish of the day, about a 3-pounder. Probably closer to 4 if I'm being honest. Probably around that 21-inch mark. Super silver, not a lot of color to him, but nonetheless, that is a gorgeous fish. Biggest rainbow this year. Well, I say this is the biggest rainbow this year, and it is, but we're only about 8 days into the year. But I'm including last year too. This is the biggest bow I've caught in a while. And he's ready to go. He's ready to go. There he goes. Well, I'm happy with that, for sure. Golly, I was just walking along here, making some casts, and then I see a fish hit, like right there, cast right over to him, and almost instantly, he grabs it. Let's get another one. Alright folks, it is fly fishing time. Put away the jigs for now. I've got a couple little balanced leeches under an indicator. First one's about 3 feet, and then another 2.5 feet down, we got a black leech, so. There we go. There we go. There's a fish. There we go, on the leech. I was looking at the ground. I look up, and my indicator's gone, baby. There we go. Dude, 5 minutes with the fly rod. Look at that. He's taking me clear out there. This is another big fish. This is another big fish. Oh my goodness. Dude, 5 minutes with the fly rod. Oh my gosh. This is a nice, nice fish. I've got 2X tippet, so it's some pretty heavy line, but this fish could still take me along some rocks and break me off. That is a giant. I can't tell if it's bigger than the first one, but it's a good one. There he goes. Oh, it's a nice one. It's a nice one. This one's a lot prettier too. Feels so good to be fighting a fish on the fly rod again. It's been a couple months. Come here. He's just sitting right there. I can't move him. Oh, that's a giant. That's got to be a 4-pounder. Oh no, it just bird nested me. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. It just bird nested my reel. Oh, we're gonna have to get him in. Hopefully it doesn't take another big run. My fly line's wrapped around my reel. The amount of just not giving up in these fish, it's unreal. They just do not give up. That's why rainbows, in my opinion, actually it's not even really my opinion, hardest fighting trout there is. Okay, here he is, here he is. Here he is. In the net. Got him. Holy cow. That was the best fight from a fish I have had in months. In a long time. We got him. That sucker put up a 6-minute fight. Beautiful, beautiful. Took that bottom leech right there in the nose. Just pops right out. Look at that fish. Dude, 3.5 pounder. This is about the same size as the other one actually. Although he fought way harder. All right, very happy with that, folks. Look at that. That's probably a 22-inch fish. Now that I look at it, I think it might be a little bit longer than that first one. All right, there she goes. Oh, look at that. Look at that, we got some eggs right there. Well, we know why she was so fat. Probably getting ready to spawn in a couple months. Well, there you go. Let me tell you, I would much rather catch a big rainbow like that on the fly rod than through an ice hole. And unfortunately, that fish did something to my reel here. Got it all tangled up. I don't know how, but something's going on.
Sometime later.
All right, I don't know what that fish did to my reel, but it took me about 15 minutes to untangle it. I had to completely just re-loop my line. I don't know, but it was worth it. That was a giant fish. And that was only like 5 minutes throwing my flies out there, so we will get it back out there. Hooked up, folks. Hooked up. Had my camera off, and it's just a little guy. Would you look at that? It has been an hour, at least an hour since that last fish, and since then I've had 2 other bites with the fly rod. So yeah, hasn't been great, but we got a little guy. Yeah, just a baby. Should we keep this guy and cook him up? Yeah, why not? Why not? We'll have a trout dinner out here. Perfect size for the pan though. Look at that little dude. Cool, cool. I will take it. Oh my gosh, there we go. There's a fish. There's a fish. Did you guys see that? I was stripping in to make another cast because I just killed that one fish, tossed it out there, and then I was stripping it in to make another cast, and this guy slams it. What the heck? I go over an hour without a bite, and then I catch a little guy and then hook up instantly. I wasn't even trying to catch a fish, and this is a big one too. This is a nice one. This ain't a little guy. There must be some fish swimming through, or they're starting to get hungry. Wow, that's another toad. Look at that. That's another 3-pounder. 3-pounder all day. Wow, that's a pig. Whoa, this might be the biggest one. Wow, look at that. Look at that. I think this is the biggest one. It's gonna be close. Wow. This one's just not fighting quite as hard. He's just heavy. I'm just dragging him in. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, he's putting up a little bit of a fight. Just a dinner plate. Look at that dinner plate. Again, on that black leech on the bottom. They must like that black. They haven't touched that brown one. And he just won't quite get close enough. Come on, right here, right here. Oh, no. Come on. I don't want to force it. I don't want to force it. Come on, right here. And, oh, got him, got him. Got him, that's the biggest one. That's the biggest one, I can already feel it. That is heavy. Oh my gosh. That is an absolute dinner plate of a trout. I don't even know what to say. That is a huge fish. Biggest one for sure. He's about the same length, probably about 21 inches, 22 maybe. But dude, look at the freaking girth on that fish. That is a 4-pounder all day long. Oh my gosh. Oh, just the thickness of this fish. This is one of the densest, heaviest fish I've caught in a long time. I'm almost tempted to keep him. I mean, there's a ton of fish in here, so it's not like I'm taking one really big one. And we do have a small one that we're gonna cook. But man, the fillets, the steaks that I could get off this guy, I think we're gonna do it. I usually don't keep fish this big, but I'm gonna put some steaks in the freezer. We're gonna take them over here to our stoning rock. All right, look at that, my friends. Absolutely beast of a trout. I am gonna fillet him or cut a piece off of him. I don't have my fillet knife. I've just got this knife, so I'm gonna try to cut a little section out of him to cook up. Like I said, I don't think I've ever caught and kept a fish of this size, at least that I can remember. So this is the biggest fish I've ever caught and cooked on my channel. So I'm just gonna very carefully cut out about half the fillet. We just want like half a fillet. And I do want to check and see what's inside this guy's stomach, because I think that'll be really interesting. Try to make sure I get all the meat I can. I don't want to waste anything. There we go. Look at that, just a steak. And that's only half a fillet, keep in mind. And those pin bones on smaller fish, usually they're not super thick, but I'm just running my finger along. Look at those. You can probably see them sticking out. Definitely gonna have to pull those out when we cook it. The meat's also not as red as I was expecting. I thought it was just gonna be bright red fillets like salmon, and that's some orange meat, so it's gonna taste really good. But now for the really interesting part. What the heck are these fish eating? Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at that stomach. I can just feel it is chock full of something. Look at that. Oh my goodness. This is going to be interesting. I'm guessing snails, minnows for sure, maybe some crawdads. Ooh, no, just a lot of insects. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Just a handful of shrimp. Bunch of fresh water. They're still alive. Can you guys see that? Those shrimp are still alive moving around. That is weird. Look at that. They're crawling around. That is absurd. Look at all those. And there's a ton more. I'm wondering if that's all that's in there. I was hoping for like a bass or something. No, just a lot of shrimp. And they're all alive. Ooh, I have an idea. Maybe I'll throw a bunch of them out there, chum some fish in. I'm just gonna toss them out there. Hopefully that brings some fish in. Got my little stove here. I hope it doesn't run out of propane, but it is pretty low. So I'm just hoping we got enough juice to cook this fillet. There is a little bit of a breeze. It's not too bad, but it's just enough to blow that flame out. Doesn't take a lot. All right, instead of butter, which I forgot, just got some frozen vegetable oil. We'll just pour a little bit of that in. Oh, that might be a little bit too much, actually. I'm gonna pour a little bit of that back in. Oil should be hot enough. Oh yeah. In fact, that might be a little too hot. Perfect. For seasoning, we got some Slap Ya Mama Cajun seasoning. Apply generously. And then we got some fresh squeezed lemon. Cajun seasoning and lemon. Great combo. I mean, look how big that fillet, I mean, that's half a fillet. And it takes up the entire pan. Oh, look at that skin. That skin is just black. We're gonna get rid of that. Go ahead and toss that out there. And if you guys notice those little black spots, I don't know if you guys can see them very well, but there's little black spots in the meat. I'm not sure exactly what that's called, but it is normal and it's safe to eat. Just some lakes where it gets really warm in the summer, like this lake can get pretty warm in the summer. And these trout, that warm water, I don't know what it does, but it just makes them so they have these little black spots in their meat, but they're totally safe to eat. Not a big deal. Cooler the water gets, the more they go away, but I guess there's still some on this guy. There we go, hooked up folks, hooked up while I'm cooking. Hold on. Oh my gosh, oh my goodness, hooked up. I was about to start eating my fish and I look up and my indicator is just gone. Surprised I was able to set the hook on him. I don't know how long he had it down for. This is another good one. I don't think it's as big as the last few we've been getting, but this ain't a bad fish, at least a couple pounds. Oh, he's fighting though. There we go. Now he's starting to fight. Yeah, it's a solid fish. Better get him in quick so our fish doesn't burn. Here he comes. Here he comes. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'm all the way to my indicator. Oh. Wow. That's a good fish. And in the net. Yeah, there we go. Oh, he just popped off. Just popped off. That's about a 2-pounder or so. Compared to the other ones, this one is not as big. I mean, this is a big fish pretty much any day, but compared to the other ones, not quite as big. This was not what I was expecting to do today. See you later, buddy. There we go. Fresh rainbow trout. Got a little bit of a blackening on top. There we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Super thick fillet. Golly, that's thick. Notice those pin bones sticking out right there? It's just not quite the same without butter though. Oh my gosh, I just got a bite. 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 Come back, come back, come back. Dude, sitting there eating my trout, look over, my indicator's bouncing up and down. Darn it. Alright, my friends, well that's gonna do it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. I'm getting out of here. It's getting really cold. I think it's supposed to get down to the negatives tonight. I'm surprised it wasn't colder today. But hopefully it'll freeze all that open water that we were just fishing and we'll come back and do some ice fishing. But yeah, definitely not what I was expecting today, but I'm happy about it. Anytime you can get the fly rod out and catch some chunks like that, it's a good day. Wasn't great for numbers. I did miss like 3 or 4 other bites. 2 bites I could have had a fish for sure, but I wasn't paying attention. So all in all, I think we landed 4 really nice ones. But if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. But other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.